Hello, my very awesome, wonderful friends. How are you? Thanks for coming back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm pretty set in my ways. I'm Vicky, by the way. Very set in my ways. If you're new and just want to know up front what I'm all about, I'm a very linear, rather kind of clean, boring, double page scrapper, but I love sharing my pages with you. I love scrapbooking. I've been doing it forever. My gosh, since 97 probably. And I have tons of albums and tons of wonderful memories documented. And I love to show my friends online. So if that is not something you're interested in, if you're not into double page linear spreads that I always say look pretty much the same, other than my use of lovely embellishments and papers, which makes them different, then you're probably not going to want to hang around. But if you do, I appreciate you and I thank you. So hope everybody's well. It is early on a Sunday morning. My people are still sleeping and I got up to scrapbook. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek at something horrible. Check this out. I sit on that side. Look at all the crap on my desk. Laptop, working on some pages. Isn't that terrible? There's some more layouts that I've done. I'm working on my daughter's camping from school. There's a huge coffee there. Just things thrown everywhere. And then, yeah, I clean up, of course, once I'm done. But when am I really ever done, right? Anyway, back to this. So I never show you my layouts. Like I don't do a layout share unless that event is finished. And this one seemed to take me a while just because there's like 55 pages of a birthday party. You'll see. Exaggerating slightly, but not really. So I will begin with this. We celebrated early June, middle June, my nephew's birthday. And the funny thing, which I also journaled about, is we barely have any pictures of him on his own birthday. There are more pictures of everybody but him. However, they are cute pictures and I scrapbook them. So nothing really remarkable here other than I love pink and it's so fun to scrapbook with pink. That's why I kind of segregated all these pictures. I took just the girls and that's what I did. So I can make it really girly. Then, if you remember, a couple months ago, now I can't remember now if it was Scrapping Oasis or Unique. I can't remember, but I ordered those awesome Simple Stories little packages, and there's one that I used. So I showed a sneak peek on Instagram just to say I was working on this, and here's the finished product. So that package gives you enough for one page, I would say. And I love it. I wish they had so many more themes. You get so much nice stuff. So this came in there, all these little doodads, that. And the funny thing is, this particular one was a New Year's set. We don't do New Year's, really, we don't. So it looked perfect for birthday, don't you think? So there's the birthday boy. Here, we do have a couple pictures of him. So there's that. The usual gang that we take pictures with is our nieces and nephews. And let's see. Okay, so I was going to ask you something. If you look at my albums, you clearly see that I base like everything on my pictures, right? Like all the colors are pretty much drawn from my photos. But I like the idea of base pages. But I can't do base pages because what I do is, again, like I said, I just base everything on my photos. So what do you guys do? Comment down below if you don't mind. I'd love to hear what you do. Do you do base pages or do you wait until you have your pictures and then scrap that way? So again, my answer is clear. I always do this. Like, look where the blue came from. Obviously my son's shirt, right? So, I mean, I took this from, there's a lot of wood, so I picked up on that, plus it has that blue in it. So I don't know. I think it might be fast, but I don't know if it'll work for me. Plus there's also the other thing about when you're doing creative memories pages, which makes that a little bit more challenging. Because you're using, like you're putting your paper on this sheet, which has a front and a back, and you are typically bound by what's next. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just, I don't need to find a new way to scrapbook. I'm quite happy in my in my rut. Like I'm settled in my ways. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I have to keep saying that to myself because I'm always like, well, maybe I should do this and online they're doing a lot of this but then when I try it doesn't work for me like mixed media. I don't like it in my books, but I love it when I see it in other books. But I don't like doing it either, and so I'm not going to do it. But I have all these stencils and paint and stuff. So it bothers me because I feel like I should be doing it and venturing out and doing something different, but I don't like to. Does that make sense? Please let me know if you can relate down below. Anyway, I don't know. There's a little rambling, but I am stuck in my ways, but I'm happy in my stuck ways, is what I'm trying to say. Anyhow, here's another happy pink page. I love pink. And it doesn't bother me that I have my son on these pages either. So it is all about the watermelon. I think I did another one that I shared. Have you? No, I haven't shared that yet. Just gave you a sneak peek. We had another watermelon page. So then I think my stepmother-in-law got mad at me because the last time we were there, which was after this, which was for Grandpa's birthday, I refused to take watermelon photos because we have too many and I don't want to do another watermelon layout. So I just didn't take the pictures. But there's another one. So a lot of happy pink. And then I used these. So there's those. Oh, those aren't the Simple Stories foam letters. Those are some other foam letters for the word let's. But the Celebrate ones are those really cute ones that came from a birthday collection. And gosh, do I want to say Simple Stories? I don't remember. Maybe. But anyway, you see that I have a square journal box this time. And that is simply because I didn't have enough pictures. That's why. Otherwise, I would have gone with my half circle that I love. So there's that. Oh, and then this, I don't know. It took me forever to do this and the next page. I don't know why. But in my, so I have my iris containers stored by theme, and in my kid container I had this paper from Creative Memories, which is so ancient, like I would say this goes back a good 10 years or more, that I finally got to use. And I have this look at these cool eyelets. They're like screws, so I got to use those. Gone a little old school with eyelets, but I don't care. I used this from an Echo Park construction sticker pack, and then this cool like treads or whatever you call this paper, and I love it. And then these letters, this is so weird. These letters are gray foam, and they are not sold in the letter section of Michael's. They are meant to be like stamped with or embossed with or used to impress. So that's what they come with. We are memory keepers. They have this size, and I have 2 packages of each because I find gray letters hard to come by, yet I like to have them because they're very useful. So that is really cool. Look around. It doesn't have to always be in the scrapbook section, which I digress, but if you've noticed, Michael's scrapbook section sucks. The lady that I talked to, well, I go to 2 of them that are nearby, and both one of the guys that works there and one of the ladies that works there both confirmed that yeah, they're kind of thinning out their scrapbook section, and they have a feeling that it also might not be there for much longer. So that sucks, but Michael's been very disappointing anyway the last few years, if you ask me. So anyway, there's that page, and then I had this page because we have tons of pictures of the kids on this ATV, and this again, ancient Creative Memories paper. See? It's from the same collection, which God knows what it's called. Doesn't matter. You're not going to ever see it again, probably. But there's that. I used more of those little stickers from that construction set from Echo Park. I have cutouts, these little gears and stuff that I bought years ago at Scrap Fest from Karen's Creations. I have this orange sticker that I cut in half that came from a really, really old birthday collection from Creative Memories. This is like this stuff, I'm telling you, as much as I love buying my new stuff, I think you notice that I just mishmash everything together. I don't use a collection in its entirety together. I just put together what I think works, and that makes it fun. That's why I always say when I buy a few things, even like a handful of new stuff, it just gets me excited because I use it like I mix it in with new stuff, with old stuff, and it makes me happy. So, oh, this is pretty. So I go from this like grungy stuff to very pretty, airy floral. And yeah, maskless smiles, because I think I've shared with you before, I cannot, and you know what, say what you want, I really don't care. I have a psychological issue with masks. I hate seeing people in them. I hate seeing children in them. There's just something dehumanizing about them. And what ends up happening with me is because of my really negative feelings about them, I rarely go anywhere where I have to wear one. Isn't that terrible? But it's a thing. I mean, I can't help it. It's just something that is wrong with me. And well, it's funny. My brother says it's normal for people to react that way when they see people, especially kids in masks. So maybe I'm not that abnormal, but it just makes me crazy. So I don't want to take pictures of people in masks. I think I did it just for posterity in a couple of shots from 2020, but I don't want to see them. I don't want to take pictures of them. I don't want to remember them. I hate them. I really do. So I wrote about that. But anyway, look at these beautiful faces without masks, and those beautiful flowers from Cocoa Vanilla, and those awesome puffy alphas from Simple Stories. So everything looks cute. I love these. I love my layouts that have a lot of white. I like the freshness of it. So there's that. See how many pages? I wasn't kidding, guys. This is one flippin' birthday party, one afternoon at Grandpa's house. And we have all these pictures. I love this page. This is Party Animals, and I have used much of what came in that Fancy Pants collection that I recently bought and shared. And then there's some really old stuff. Like, okay, so this, where is it? This green thing and this thing had this word in the middle. It was believe it or not, it was something from Target when we had it in Canada in the dollar spot. This was a card. And I cut the word out, and then I don't know, I just used this separately because I didn't really have room for the card in its entirety there. So I did that. I didn't want to throw it away. And then these stars are so old, from the dollar store. They were in their Christmas section a few years ago. And look, you can even see the glue dot on it behind, but it looks cute. I don't care. So I used those because why the heck not? And I even made it as the little dot on the eye. Beautiful balloons, beautiful faces, nice paper, more of that. Oops, what did I do? Oh, something's flipping over. Oh yeah, I gotta show you that. So anyway, there's that. And I love this green. I've said that before. I love that like pukey green. It's just so nice. It goes really nice with all these colors. So there you go. That's that one. Okay, so here's me doing something that I haven't done before. And why haven't I done it before? Who the frick knows? Because I'm stuck in my ways probably. Look. Okay, look at the page like that. And now look at this. Bam! Where is it? Wow, look at that. That is so un-Vicky. But I have been watching so many different scrapbookers, and some of them are a little more old school, which I love, like Nicole's scrapbooks. She shows her album shares that are amazing, and this lovely, awesome lady that does her interactive scrapbooks. You know what? I'm going to put the links to these below, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I am trying now, because we take so many pictures, I'm trying to do something like this. I like this interactive idea, and I think I'm going to do something where I'm going to journal from now on, like do a picture and then maybe journal underneath. I don't know, but look at me. I'm coming out of my shell a little bit. So that's exciting. But I'll show you where I got those and why and all that kind of stuff. Um, and I'm excited. I'm going to play a little bit more with that. Like, I'm not into pocket pages, but I wouldn't have a problem doing something like a pocket page between these layouts. So stay tuned. Who knows what the heck I might come up with. But there you go. Look at these ancient as all heck buttons that perfectly match this layout. So why not? That's it, guys. I have more. Here, let me show you through my album. That's, you know how I work, right? So I have everything ready to go. Look at more mess. Everything. Oh, I love this. I'm going to show you that when I'm done. Everything ready to go. So I can easily work on whatever I have to work on. And look. So that's how many pages, I don't even know, of one birthday, but I love them all. And I could not discriminate. I didn't print every single picture. We had more, but I printed most of them, and that's fine. I still have this to finish. Remember my little baby niece? So that's in the same album. And look, like, this disaster will be fixed one day. But I'm also working on this because I don't just work on one thing. I'm also working on my daughter's camp from school from a couple years ago, as I mentioned. And I did something that I rarely do. I did a page like this. That's not an exact double page. So you'll see that when it's all done. It's exciting. But let me show you this quick. So of course, you know, I'm a Creative Memories advisor, and I have been forever and a day. So I know Creative Memories kind of shut down years ago, and then we were saved by a wonderful man. And so I've been really with Creative Memories for 20 years, but off those years that we didn't exist. Anyway, love Creative Memories, always will. Wanted to just show you a couple things. We went to a place here in Paris, Ontario. I took my kids just for the day. It's called Mary Maxim, and it's a place, like, it's existed for 35, 40 years, I think. We've never gone, but we went. My daughter's into knitting now, so we just went to check the place out and for a nice drive. And of course, I'm always looking for stuff for scrapbooking, so this is the only thing I really found. They're buttons, and I'm going to use them in my scrapbook. So there's that. Like, I really didn't buy anything. My son bought a puzzle. My daughter bought a whole bunch of knickknacks and trinkets and stuff like that, but it was fun. It was a good time, and we want to move somewhere like that into another little small town. We're in a town that's getting too big, so it was a fun time. Anyway, enough yapping. Look what I got. Peekaboo Pockets, finally. These are from Creative Memories, so they're 4x6 and 6x4. That just means that the adhesive on them is in different spots. It's either at the short end or the long end. So that is, I got 2 of these. One of them's at my desk. I'm working with it. I also picked up 2 of the 5x7 / 7x5. Same thing. And I also grabbed this, the 6x12. I'm so excited about this. So these ones obviously go in your album like this. Oops, sorry. Like this, and then you put pictures or whatever, memorabilia, whatever you want in them. And I think that's going to be really nice. I just have to figure out what I want to do. I think I'm going to rewatch a few of Nicole's scrapbooks videos just to see how she's used them. Then I got also 8.5 by 11 single sheets that have the tabs, the Creative Memories tabs that go right in here. So I'm excited. I'm just really excited to play around with something different. Probably a layout's going to take me 4 hours to do now, but I don't care. I'll find the time. And then once I start doing it, it'll become easier. Then just my standard. I always pop in 1 or 2 packages of the refills. So 12x12 refills, 16 in the pack with protectors. I absolutely adore Creative Memories. I have said that a million times. I cannot ever see myself using any other albums ever, because I love these so much. Then the only thing there was, we had a survey to do a couple months ago or a month ago, I can't remember, for Creative Memories. And if you did that, you got in there a free $11 paper pack. Check out the beautiful one I got. So Secret Garden Designer Paper Pack. Look at that. I love it. And it's very difficult for me, and many, as I've heard, to scrapbook with purple. But man, oh man, I can't wait. Look at that. It is so pretty. So anyways, guys, I've gone well over my 15 minutes. I'm at 20. I'm going to let you go, but I appreciate you guys so much. You don't understand how much I love seeing your comments. That makes me so happy. So thank you for making me happy, guys. I hope you have a great day. And I'll be back soon when I finish more events. I can't just show you single pages. It has to be the whole thing or nothing. Okay, guys, have a great day. Ciao for now.